Hi everybody, this is Chris. Thank you for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to share a little tip with you on how to use these very intricate dies and without having a big headache with taking all these bits and pieces out of them. So this is not new. I know there are a lot of videos on YouTube where people use different techniques, different papers to do this. I'm going to share one with you that works really well. I normally have this little rolling thing that you put on top to take all the bits and pieces off, but first I can't find it anymore since I moved in. I just don't know where it is, so I had to use something else. And second, it doesn't take all the bits and pieces off perfectly either. So I wanted to try the baking sheets, the wax paper. I think it's going to work also fine with parchment paper, but really this is what works best for me, and this is really cost effective. You probably, if you're a cooker or a baker, you might be having these sheets home, so they're very cheap. There's a big roll that you can use over and over again. Not for cutting, but you can use, of course, for cooking. But I also have a video where I do my own glue dots with Aleene's Tag It Over and Over. I use this kind of paper because it's a non-stick surface. You can use also this wax paper under your glue gun because nothing's going to stick to it, so it's perfect. So I'm going to use, and this is one of the last dies I got from In Love Art. So I'm going to show you at the same time that they cut perfectly. So these came in a set of 5, if I'm not wrong. You can see this in my previous video. So what I like to do, you don't have to do both sides, but I like to put one piece underneath my paper. So you cut it to the size of your paper. Then you're going to put another one on top. I think it's even better. Then you're going to put your die. So again, wax paper, your pattern paper, wax paper again, and then your die. And here, there's another thing really important to know is that you better put maybe, because this one is really, really intricate, is that if you really want to have a sharp cut, the best thing to do, my Big Shot here, as you can see, is really old. It's about 10 years old, maybe a little bit more. And it's still the same. The cutting plates are the same from the beginning. I usually now use only one cutting plate on top and always the same one underneath. And if these tend to have a weird shape, just turn it over and put it through your machine and it's going to get flat afterwards. You can also put it into hot water to clean it up sometimes because you have a lot of bits and pieces here. Anyway, so once you've got this, you put your other plate on top, of course. And the other secret here to make it really work well, I'm a bit too much on the edge there. Let me put my die here. Is also to put it through your machine, your cutting machine, a few times, just not twice. So the first time I go there, I'm going to go once, I'm going to go back and forth. But this is not going to be enough. With any brand, I have seen the same thing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cardstock and I'm going to put it on top as a shim. So it's going to reinforce that. It's going to make my cut even better. I didn't move my plates. And I'm going to do it twice again, back and forth. So depending on your type of cutting machine, you might need to put maybe 2 of these. They're not all exactly the same, so just give it a try and see what that works best for you. Now I'm going to take this away. I am going to take away my die, and as you can see, there's nothing stick to it. Just a little bit of paper there, the wax paper, but you just flick that off and you're good to go. There's nothing there. So that's the first pin in the back that you're not going to have to take all these intricate bits and pieces out of the die. Then you're going to take away your wax paper. All right, easy. And I'm going to take my machine off because I want to show you something else. Okay. Oops. Then take a bowl or do this over a little garbage and you're just going to knock off all your bits and pieces there. Look at that. It just peels right off. And then knock it off. And this is going to be very quickly done. I try to do this before taking away the die. This is a very intricate, so be careful. I use a heavy cardstock for this. Love this paper. I'm going to show you the one I used. And as you can see, I'm taking it out very easily. Just here, this little bit got stuck together. That's good. Oops. If you use flimsy paper, it's not going to work as well. Alright, I'm going to put that one back in. And if you have more pieces, just again, do that. And almost everything, there might be some little spots here and there that hasn't gone, like this one here. But that's good. It's perfect. Then in case there's one or two little bits, I can see one here. Just do that, but it's going to go right off. See that? And it's perfect. No headaches, no time consuming. You're going to love using your intricate dies now just by doing this thing. So really, it's not expensive at all. Maybe it works with parchment paper. Try with whatever you have. Parchment paper, freezer paper, it might work too. And of course, wax paper. Wax paper is going to work just fine, but depending on where you are, sometimes it can be a bit more difficult to find, but the parchment paper, you can find it anywhere in all the grocery stores. So there you go. I just wanted to share this with you because when I first tried to take that one off without doing this, it was really a pin, and now it's not any longer. I'm having a lot of pleasure to use my intricate dies, and this one is so beautiful. What a shame to have it and not use it because it takes you half an hour to get all these pieces out. So give it a try and let me know in the comments below if you use something else. I've also seen people using dryer sheets, but dryer sheets are not so easy to find in all countries. So I was trying to find something that, you know, almost everybody can find, and I think that parchment or wax paper can be very easily found everywhere. So there you go. Please share with us if you have any other tricks for intricate dies. That would be very interesting. I will share this. I will give it a try and share that in another video. Why not? Alright, normally this video was supposed to end here, but some people told me, hey, I've seen a video where you can use dryer sheets. So I have bought some dryer sheets. This is the brand I found where I live, and there's not so many brands. So some people say you can use it even if it's brand new. Some others say you need to use it in your dryer before. But what do you do if you don't have any dryer? What are you going to do with these things? So I do have a dryer, but I don't use it any longer because it's really not too good for nature, and I try not to use it as much. So I've just used the brand new one that comes off the box. So the first sheet comes in 2 layers, and I've seen people say you need to have a squishy part, so put at least 2 or 3 of these wipes. So I've put 1 and I've put 2, which makes 4 layers. So I'm going to try with this, and I have here a paper, and I'm going to use this nice little frame. So I'm going to put it there like in the center because it's only going to cut the outside. So I'll have my rose inside here because I think it's really nice. Let's put it around here. Okay. So the sheets are underneath the paper and then the die, and then we're going to cut it and go through. There's another thing I want to warn you about the dryer sheets is that it's kind of greasy. So be careful maybe if you put another paper here that it doesn't stain it over time. And the other thing that is, I think, to me, another issue is that it's much more expensive than the wax paper, and also it's filled with chemicals. So if you have any kinds of allergies, even the smell, it smells good. I don't have any issue with the smell, and I don't have allergies, but I know some people can't use dryer sheets because it smells so strong that it might be disturbing or giving you headaches. So keep that in mind. If you're very sensitive to smells, it smells really, really strong. And look at that. It did not work. Everything here is on my die. Nothing has stayed onto the dryer sheets. And I've tried with 1 only it did exactly the same thing. So it did cut. It cut nicely, but everything is here on my die. Look at this. So right now, it's still not resolving my problems of picking all these little things out. And I still need to go in there and take all the bits and pieces away. I hope it's okay. This is releasing the paper just normally, but it's not working as it is supposed to work. I can see that my die kind of cut here. I can see the pattern, but nothing happened. I mean, I would do it with no dryer sheets. It would do the exact same thing. And I have tried the exact same thing with 3 layers. I have another one here. You can see the design here. It didn't work at all. So is it because it's brand new? Is it because it's a different brand? But honestly, for me, not working. And also, it's expensive, and the smell is really, really harsh. So I just wanted to give you any options. Try with what you have. If you do have dryer sheets, try with what you have. Maybe it's better if they have already been used. But if you don't, again, if you don't have any dryer, you're going to spoil your money for that. I'm not going to spoil it, since I'm going to take these baby apart, and I'm going to put them into my drawers or cupboards. So it's going to smell nice, but except that, I will not buy dryer sheets again for my cutting tools. My dies, I'm just going to use my paper wax because I think it was just beautiful. I have it always in my stash anyway, and it's so cheaper and also better for nature. So that was just my point of view, my experience here. Give it a try and tell me what you think. Did you have good luck with it, or did you have the same problem as I just did? And I've tried before other dies, and this one is not even the most intricate. There are many more dies that are more intricate than this one, so I think it's going to be even worse. So there you go. Tell me, did you try? Leave me your comments in the bottom section below. Yeah, and give me your take on it. So I hope this was helpful. Give it a try if you want to, if you're not at $2 or $3, because this is really more expensive. This is about $3 or $4 for 20 sheets. Yeah, 20 sheets. So, I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather put my $3 or $2 in something different. So please give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share on social medias. Thank you so much. Take care and see you soon.